Yo, what up? Yo. Bug Fables. Again, more. Last time I saw the side quest list, and I just kind of exploded. It wasn't great. I internally just combusted, and boy, do I not want to do that. It's nice to be back in the outskirts. Indeed. It's a relief to return to the association safely. Was this area built pretty recently? I haven't been out here that long, so I don't really know. Regardless, it makes me pretty nostalgic. Back then, everyone thought V was a small, helpless child. Stop. This nostalgia trip is over. So yeah, welcome to Friday. The Diablo 2 beta is currently happening, I guess. And, you know, alright. Why not? Alright, this is what we were trying to do before. Meet us at the leftmost region of the Ant Kingdom's commercial area for more details. Didn't we do that? Alright, meet at the Golden Path Tunnel to ambush Scarlet. Cool. But I haven't checked the Diablo 2 beta. I probably will at some point. Just because, I mean, I like Diablo 2. It was a good game. I'd like to see whether Remaster does good things to it or not, but we'll see. Oh, God. No. Down. This is a problem. You baiting son of a bitch! I forgot I have to switch Kabu up front. I gotta remember how to play this game. One exploration point. Bruh. There we go. Alright, now we just avoid fights and... Here we are. Scarlet is just ahead. Are you ready to confront him? It won't be easy. Yeah? Excellent. He's just through here. All I see is a wall? We can feel some faint magic, though. You see, this wall is but an illusion. Scarlet disguises the area up ahead from the common folk so he can hide there. Only his prey don't see it. He only attacks when the victim accepts his request. That's why I cannot see the wall. It's no wonder we couldn't find him. But when Levi picked up that suspicious quest... Well, the pieces came together. Wait, you mean Levi is Scarlet's target? That's crazy! Please, calm yourself. I understand the risks, but if we follow the plan, we can capture him. Levi will go ahead by himself to drop Scarlet's guard. Then we'll jump him while he's distracted. Are you sure? He could really hurt you. You have my trust. We are 5, and he is but 1. Got it. Let's do it then. Glad you understand. Let's begin the mission. Wow, he really does just go right in there, huh? Shush, don't screw this up. Yeah, V. Shh. Drop it, Leaf. Ah, has a dashing explorer finally heard my plea? Oh. Greetings, you're Rogu, the one who posted this notice? I've come to hear what troubles you. My, so direct and to the point. You're too tense, dear. Just relax. That is how you can help me. What? Am I in the wrong place? Just relax. Damn, slap the shit out of Texas. Damn, slap the shit out of Oklahoma. A trap? How dare you make a fool of me? Give up, Scarlet. You're cornered. You have no idea what I've faced before. Come and try me. I'll suck your life energy to the husk. Ooh. Alright. The most important thing to remember here is that I have the power to freeze. Freeze! It didn't freeze, oh shit. Ow! Ow! I can taunt, but is that good? Alright, needs more frigid coffin. Did that just say unbelievable? I was not paying attention. Damn, girl, why are you so strong? Also, she is not getting frozen, and that's a problem. There we go. Restore a little TP while I wait this one out. Oh. Are you about to get heavy struck? That was pretty okay. 6 damage is not insignificant. Damn. Let's see, let's do a little spy. Alright, this should be over soon. We got that jerk right where we want him. But yikes, that umbrella hurts a lot. And it heals him too. It's super annoying. We'll have to go all out. That's a him? Alright. Oh! What the fuck? That was bad. Alright, a little fried egg. Damn it, I kinda needed him frozen. Not again. Oh my god! What the fuck is his damage? Alright, I think this is just a loss we take. Oh my god. I don't know how to defend these attacks. I don't even know what I'm seeing. Alright, well I blocked it for once, that's good. Now whoa! Oh my god. Yo, this fight is garbage! Damn, I got my ass whooped. Hard mode is kicking my butt. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure I can still do this on hard mode. I believe. I just need to save. I need some good RNG with the freeze. could have done that better, but whatever. It's too hot. You better fucking believe. It is actually really stupid fucking hot. How you doing today, bud? I kind of want to do nothing. I'm reconstituting. Did you dissolve into something prior? Once again, I like this do nothing trick. I had to go downtown. Well, at least the AC in your car works, right? Bug. So I don't have a defense down nut, which is probably a problem. Shit. Until I have to leave it and walk a block, bruh. I do not envy you at all during that. Alright, I need you to freeze. Freeze. I believe. The double block. It still healed her 4 though. This is a net loss. Now you have a mountain of paperwork. Today's not so good for you, huh, bud? I believe. Game says unbelievable. Alright. I just... freeze, please. Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! Yeah, it says unbelievable. Yes, it does. Come on, freeze! No! Why are you like this? What do I do? Alright, only healed 3. That's a start, and it kept Kabu alive. Alright, the one thing I do know is that Tornado Toss is probably garbage. If he tosses the Beamerang and holds it in place, ignoring 1 defense while damaging and flipping his enemy. Or an enemy, not his. Yay! Yay! It did 0! Ah! I was close on this one, it just didn't freeze at all! Damn it! It froze at the start, but then I just got really bad luck in the middle and end. This one sucks. Alright. I had good RNG at the start previously. Let's get some more of that. Of course not. Whatever. just sighed 4 times looking at this stack. Don't worry, bud, it'll be over in a flash. And then when it's over, you get to enjoy... like, freedom. Freedom of the weekend. And they didn't get me a fork for my lunch. Damn, son. Isn't this where you're supposed to carry, like, a pocket fork? Nice! Twice! Good, 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 good. You know that feeling of I wish I was at the end of the day already? That's basically every day. Yeah, I know that feeling. Come on, one more freeze. Do it for me. Do it for me. Damn it. Hurricane toss, activate! That is garbage. 5 TP for 4 damage? That's terrible. That's fucking garbage. I need honey. Ignores 1 defense. That's what I'm saying, like, it's garbage, dude. V is just not good at attack. I'm beginning to think that in this phase, he can't be, frozen. Nope. V can't finish it. Not even gonna try. Oh! I think I can win on this one. Oh, I have an attack down. Shit! I can't win on this one either. I have an attack down. God damn it. And the worst possible outcome. That move. Shit, shit, shit! Shit! Who is this original character? This is the person we needed to capture with, at the side quest we were doing last time. But that's okay, because it's over now. Jesus. It's over, Scarlet. You're coming with us. Curses. I lost, and now I have to flee like a coward. Also, that was a dude bug. No, no, he escaped! We must go after him. No, it's okay. We are all injured. Did quite the number on us. So he just leaves scot-free? Not quite. We have seen his face in hideout and lived to tell the tale. Before, we could only track his patterns from the missions he posted on the boards. And now that we know what he looks like, we can set up wanted posters. He will not operate freely. If he's smart, he'll probably leave Bagari after this. We know it's a victory, but it's still a shame. Yeah, ow. We're going to need a good rest. Yeah, he didn't look strong at all, but I guess that's what makes him scariest. Well, case closed, I guess. Reward time? Nothing stops you, huh, V? Could we discuss this a bit later? I want to get out of here. V, your team saved my life. You will be rewarded. But I agree with Celia. Let us discuss payment back in town. All right, no rush. I had berries in mind, but I believe I have something better, V. Really? I've heard you were barred entry from that place. I can get you back in again. The place? Hiding a secret or two, V? Maybe. It's a long story. It's this place in the commercial area. It sounds quite shady. Look, whatever. This is awesome. You'll see. I will go ahead and arrange for you to be able to get in. Meet us there when you can. We'll be behind the shop in Ant City. See you there. And thank you, Team Snakemouth. Snakemouth. I don't know. I can't decide on whether it's Snakemouth or Snakemouth. Probably Myth, right? Well, that was rough. V, couldn't you just help them for the sake of it? A job's a job. I'm not a charity. Besides, I can't wait to show you to that place. Let's hope it's not the last place we visit. If anything, I'm just glad Scarlet's been foiled. All's well that ends well. Let's go meet up at the plaza. Crystalberry Trade Shop? That would be cool. I'm not gonna count my chickens yet, though. Your boy's bones hurt. No, fuck you and fuck your bones. Oh, so the Tales of Arise demo is supposed to be the 20-somethingth? This month. Later this month. So I will be streaming that regardless of what I'm playing. If I'm in the middle of 2 RPGs, I will stop them both and play that instead. And hopefully it's a good demo like Dragon Quest was. That Dragon Quest demo was like 6 hours long or something. That shit was great. Where'd they say though, maybe? I wasn't paying attention. I don't want to read this. Fuck you. Na-na-na-na. Fuck. It's terrible. I read this stuff and I do not absorb it at all. It's a huge problem. I really have to start paying attention to what I'm reading. Boom, boom, boom. This loops, right? I was typing at Q and missed it. I'll figure it out, or I won't. Whatever works. This is what I get, though. I swear, it was like back here, maybe? No. This is definitely what I get, I swear. I just have other stuff on the mind while I'm reading, and then just it all flows out of my brain. Can't even, like, give me a synopsis of what happened? Ants Commercial District. It's probably what it is, in the back of the commercial district. Though, where was that exactly? I don't know anymore, I'm just an idiot. But yeah, we're approaching the fated month. September, when all of the video... They're in the back there, okay. I saw them for a sec. The fated month. Team Snakemouth, you're good to go. Follow us when you please. Hey, V. My work's daunting enough without having to keep my eye on you. Yeah, V, you better behave. Shush, I'm not gonna do anything. Worry not, Bouncer. We'll make sure to stay in your good graces. I don't know you hadn't, or I didn't know you hadn't played Soma. How did your first experience with it go? It was good up until the end of the stream, in which I was at an area, I can't look at the monster, like I couldn't look at him because he'll like chase you and then, I don't know, do whatever he does. So I ended up missing a part of the area, the level design. I didn't even know where I had to go because the chase scene activated, and I was stuck on it for like 30 minutes, but apparently I had to go to a place I hadn't seen. It wasn't great. And yeah, Paper Bagaria, this is what, my 3rd stream now? Pretty good. How you doing today, bird? I want to get Jack Frost and keep him for 100% of my playthrough. That's the dream. It's like you play Persona 5. Arsene is such a small part of the game, but you just want to keep him because why not? Howdy. Look what the wind brought back. Hi, Dobble. Another ladybug, we thought. What are you saying, Leif? This Doppel, sir, is a fine beetle. Cabo. What? Nothing. It's nothing. Anyways, this is Doppel. He runs the bar. That I do. Give the folks a bit more space to be free. Rowdier. What do you mean, Doppel? We handle jobs no one else can, partner. For those too dangerous for the regular explorer. And in exchange, we get some nice favors with the Queen's folks. And a big bunch of berries. Sounds interesting. What kind of jobs, then? Monsters? The type who wipe squads out by themselves? Scared? As if. If you want to know more, mates, check the board here. And come see me if you complete any of them. We will. Team, let's get rid of those pests. Someone's pumped. Agreed! Let's go get rich! Carefully. These characters seem to have personalities that match their face well. Yeah. Though, realistically, I voice Leif specifically because of the way his face looks all the time. I tried to go for like a Severus Snape thing, but then I just kind of stumbled downwards into just no emotion to it. When there's no monster chasing stuff and it's a story, there's a safe mode version of Soma. I don't want a safe mode. I want the game to not punish me for looking at a monster. I couldn't. No, it's not. It's partially my fault. It's not 100% my fault, but I'm still salty about it. Thanks again for helping us out with Scarlet. We will resume our search for him once we recover from our injuries. I think of Hollow Knight when I see these people. Boy, do I have something to show you. We'll come back to this. Yeah, that's, it's an amnesia mechanic. They really love that mechanic for some reason. I don't mind it, but you can't... Yeah, I hid in a spot staring at a wall because I couldn't see the enemy, and then because I couldn't look at the enemy, I kind of looked at the ground instead of exploring, I guess, and I got punished for it, so... It was pretty sad, but all in all, the game is interesting. I like the idea behind it. Look at this shit. You wanted Hollow Knight? You wanted fucking Hollow Knight, my dude? Look at this shit. Tell me that ain't Hollow Knight. I don't like anything that forces you to not look at something. It's there to be looked at. I like the idea, like, concept-wise. It's just you can't have this exploration-based thing and then punish the dude for not looking. You can't do that. It doesn't work. You get cases like me where I'm just too dumb. I don't consider the exploration part of the game because I'm full wrapped up in story mode. But no, you gotta go look around. Gotta look around, dude. I think it worked better in Amnesia, maybe. That's one of the problems I find is that you have that type of enemy, but then you're stuck in a literal hallway with like one square. I don't At one point, I literally backed up into him. I turned fully around, knew he was behind me, backed up into him, and then walked out of the room I needed to go into. It was pretty sad. What do we got down here? Shades! You sold me stolen stuff!
So you noticed me. Should you be surprised?
Do you know how much trouble I almost got in?
It's all part of doing business here. And before you ask, I never give out refunds.
Is this your friend, V? Not anymore.
Oh, really? That hurts, you know.
Shades, you sell medals and trinkets, yes? Pretty rare ones from the looks of it.
Good eye, my cold friend. Welcome to Shades Rare Metal Shop, where only the rarest of the rarest metals are for sale.
These are likely stolen, but they seem like they'd cost so many berries. And the finest ingredients.
Berries? No, my round friend. We only accept very top quality crystal berries here.
How'd you know?
Normal berries are for chumps. Crystal berries are where it's at.
We did find a few, but are we really going to buy from a thief?
If it makes you feel better, not all of them are stolen.
It's for the mission, right?
All right, for the mission. Every bug's got a price. You chose a good shop to bet your integrity on. Just stand near what you want and press A to check it out.
I immediately regret this. For the mission, Kabu. For the mission. Alright. I think it's better in Amnesia where the environments were easier to visually take in and the monsters didn't punish you so hard for looking at them. Yeah, that was it instantly gives you, basically. Or at least the moment you look at it, you have maybe 2 seconds to look away before it starts giving chase. And you have nowhere to run. In Soma, like, fucking nowhere to run.
A challenge? Bring out your dick. Let us duel with honor.
What?
What's a deck? Come to waste my time, then? I live and die by the card. If you're not here to play, leave.
Sounds interesting. Won't you tell us more? We may surprise you.
You expect me to teach a newbie the ropes? Well, sure, it's been a slow day. The first thing you'll need is a proper deck of cards.
We aren't gonna have to buy some, are we?
Decks are built from enemy spy data.
You should hold a few right now, even.
Oh yes, I do love spying.
Thanks, Gladio. Oh man, play Pot of Greed and tell us what it does. Don't worry, dog, I got you.
You'll need at least 1 boss card and 2 mini-boss cards and 1 enemy card. Come talk to me when you're ready. I long for battle.
Alright, we'll come back to that. I want to see these medals. We have the poison attack. Ooh! That's a good one. And status booster. Grants a higher chance to cause status effects on enemies with the... Oh! Freeze! Give! What is this? Super Block Plus. Increase the damage blocked with Super Block by 1. That's awesome. You sure have your price magic? I'm easily bought. Alright, this is very important for you to realize. And I'll have you know I love food. I love food. I need to get medals now. We have some good stuff. Though that one's not so good. Let's see. Status booster. That'll work. Psst. Huh?
You're explorers, right?
Well, yeah, you new here?
You could say that. I got a nice deal for you. Very nice. I gotta practice my stabbing.
It seems incredibly shady. Par for the course.
Shady? Gosh no, I'm an honest informant. I'm sure there's enemies you've forgotten to spy. For a few berries, I'll give you information about one of them randomly.
Randomly? How does that even work?
Trade secret.
Sure. We'll check it out later or something. Venus, I hope not. Also, given they're doing the mini bug thing where the objects they use in the environment are small, regular small objects to us, then there are humans in this world canonically? Yeah, dude, check this shit out. Well, Pop. No, you've even got different languages. There's a box up here with Japanglish on it. No, it's just Japanese, but I felt like saying Japanglish. Oh, that must be in the next area. Hold on. This side up. It's Japanese, yes. Well, I mean, I don't know what the first character is, but that third character is very clearly hiragana. All right. So is this a Pikmin post-apocalypse setting kind of thing? I don't know. All I know is that the concept of time is very different in this game. Sabaping!
Yes, that'll do. Although I can't speak of their quality.
You'll battle us then?
Already? Thought you'd appreciate the basics.
Teach me.
Listen closely, rookie.
That grass sure goes fast. It's, you know, gameplay, video games, doing video games things because of gameplay mechanics and all that good stuff. But yeah, no, it's because they're bugs. The time just, like a day for them is half their life or some shit. What the fuck? I haven't seen this one stand up. She's got hearts. I don't want to voice her with the gravel anymore. Here's the rule for spy cards. We play using a deck containing 15 cards. These cards come in 4 types: attacker, effect, mini-boss, and boss. Attacker cards are quite basic. They add an amount to your attack counter and are pretty cheap to play. Effect cards have many different effects. Keywords you can find: numb. One of your opponent's attacker's cards is numbed if X, if played alongside X card, gain an effect. If attack X, attack gains numb. Okay. Unity, gains attack for every member. Yup, okay, whatever, don't care. Mini boss cards, they work like effect cards, but you can only have 2 copies and no duplicates. Boss cards work like effect cards, each deck can only include 1. Each card has a TP cost required to play it. Set the amount, or you get a set amount of TP each turn. At the end of each turn, your TP is restored to go wild with your plays. Cool. Oh, the music in this game is bumping, dude. Outside of the guild music, Alright, 15 cards, 1 boss, 2 unique bosses, 12 attacker or effect cards. Dude, summon strats, let's do it. If attack 7, heal 1. Sure? A wasp trooper, attack 4. Damn, he kicks ass, what the fuck? Alright, Inichas, sure. Alright, and then we need some cool chomper, that sounds good, and maybe seedlings, sure. You said guild music, and I thought the word was discordant, which led me to remember Secret Amanda's music, which sounds awful with some exceptions. I mean, there are critically acclaimed OSTs out there that just aren't that good. That's just the nature of it. I don't know. Let's fucking try it. I think Secret of Mana is more nostalgia-based than it is, like, actually good. People just listen to it. I listened to that as a kid. During a match, cards will be shown on the left side, your opponent's on the right. Mine are turned back. Of course, you can't tell shit, but you can tell by the back. Holding a mini-boss to attack and effect cards. Yeah. Use as many cards as your TP allows you to try to win the round. Whoever gets the highest attack wins the round, inflicting damage to the HP. This bit is obvious, but once you zero, you win. What a mouthful. Thank you. I'll be holding back. Thank you. All right. I only had 2. It's a draw. Now I'm thinking about old RPGs, and that led me to Breathfire 3. You know, I don't remember Breath of Fire 4's music. I remember some of it, but not a lot of it. Alright. Everything shuffled back in. Cool. Oh, shit! I clicked the wrong button. Alright, it's fine. We have a Wasp Trooper. Oh, no! Yo, Numb is a really good effect. What? Oh, fuck your Numb. Alright, time for Spider. Whoa! I win, bitch. You only took 1 damage. What the hell? Oh, it's like a Pokemon. You flip the coin. Fuck your Numb. Sounds like a little odd as a quote. Well, then don't quote it, dog. I want a new Breath of Fire, but I also want to not suck or look bad. Or want it to not suck or look bad. I see. Yeah, that's some monkey paws shit. You don't wish for stuff. Never wish for anything. So winning a round only does 1 point of damage. You just have to... No wishes here. I know it'd be mobile game trash. What a time to be alive. What? We tied? On what planet? Stupid spider. We tied it? What? This is them going easy on me, by the way. The double Numb! Oh my god, this is going terribly. Alright, here we go. Yeah, defense +2. Ain't no winning now, bitch. Well done, seems you're ready for the real thing. Hell yeah, Leif. Or patch a slot, it's gonna be terrible. Never wish for new things. Like, you know what happened to my Final Fantasy Tactics? You know what happened to that shit? It's terrible, man. Hey, y'all. Reckon you'd like some Doppel's good old berry juice? 12 berries. Sure things, partner. Things? Where do I keep getting these other weird letters in there? I got berry juice. Alright, let's play, bitch. A2? Nah, Final Fantasy Tactics S, my dude, it exists. Also, A2 was not good, and also A was not good. A wasn't bad, but A2 was bad. Which is a shame, because it probably had the best gameplay. Or it had the best jobs, I would venture. Oh, you don't know about Final Fantasy Tactics Social? The phone game? Oh, jeez, man. Yeah, that happened a while ago. Alright, rematch. No, I want to use a new deck. Today... Alright, I think I lose early so I can win later. How much do these Venus Buds cost? We'll try. Kermit, please. Is that gone? Nah, dude, I changed up some of the emotes, so... I can't afford to put anything down. End. Oh, fuck, he got the fence. Alright, we can still... This is doable. This is doable. It's fine. Numb him? You can't numb a mini-boss? I win! Kermit, please, greater than sour, please. I got so many dance things. I got Cat Jam, I got... Alien, please. I got Kermit, please. I got dance emotes. Ah, fuck it. Shit! I was not expecting him to play the mini-boss. I should have expected him to play the mini-boss. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose. What? I need this lifesteal, nerd. Oh my god, I super lost. I got trashed. What's alien, please? Well, you'd have to type it correct. Hold on. I don't know where to browse Franker face emote or Twitch emotes. One of those. Oh. I don't have it on any of them. It should be. Hold on. BTTV? How come it never brings me to the stupid website? Oh, I don't have Alien, please. Oh, my bad. Oh, I think I got rid of it because no one was using it, and I had 3 dance modes. Oh, I have Crab, please. That's right. My bad. We'll get you next time. Yeah, give me that spy data, son. 49 berries? No. You can jam with the best of them. Don't worry, you'll hear some more good music later. This game is no short on the good music, Bird. I promise you that. In before your currency rots away because it's a fruit. Can't be happening, man. I'm telling you, these bugs, they live short lives. I'm sure this game takes place over the course of like 2 days. Alright, God, do I not want to do any of this. Cable car bodyguard. We need help, or health. I need sleep. Side quest can just chill. Well, if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have gotten the crystal berry shop. You know what I mean? Like, there are possibly good things locked behind side quest. I need to. I need to. I don't want to, but need to. Oh, here we go. Fuck yeah, superstar. Wow, this song is kind of whatever. I'm not the biggest fan. It reminds me of like, okay, it got better with that. I thought of Sweetheart once it started. That's what I was saying. I definitely was reminded of that, but specifically, you remember like the huge dance music phase that happened right before the turn of the century? Like, J-Lo's Waiting for Tonight and all that stuff. I don't know why, but that's what it brought me to. Definitely Sweetheart. Alright, this is actually really good. Alright, cable car bodyguard. We'll do this and then the story. Alright, meet me in the area near the tunnel to the Ant Kingdom and be ready to rustle. Ooh, listen to that. Music stop. Hey, where did that come out? This is where I'm supposed to go. Where's the tunnel? I forgot where that is, even. I mean, when music here was good, nowadays it's the same recycled A-pop trash. What the hell is A-pop? Stratos, Delilah, how are you doing?
Team Snakemouth. We're doing fine. We were investigating the outskirts for secrets.
I call American pop A-pop. Oh, nice. Alright, there's nothing wrong with A-pop, just like there's nothing wrong with K-pop, just like there's nothing wrong with J-pop, just like there's nothing wrong with... That's all I got. S-pop? Swedish pop? Y'all like ABBA? I'll be honest, I'm glad to see a game with these visuals where the visuals are not a gimmick. I've been told that's a problem with the new Paper Mario stuff, is that everything has to be paper all the time. Like, it's not just an aesthetic, it's like part of the game, you know? I know there's a guy that flew to a cold river in Japan to sing ABBA. What a god. I ignore most music from all bands and only really listen to video game OSTs. I find that a little harder. Video game OSTs are always better within the context, so that's when I want to listen to them. It's never like unless it's specifically like really good music outside of the context, like Darren Korb stuff, Bastion, Transistor, stuff like that, or dance stuff like Crypto the Necrodancer. Excuse me.
seems there's a place seedlings like to gather up ahead, but you need to cross the river to reach it.
Indeed, but we don't have time to try to cross it. More mysteries await to be unveiled. So you'll just leave that area unchecked? Think of it more as an opportunity for you to find out more about it. By the way, I've heard that the Seedling Haven is a great spot to find golden seedlings.
Be careful though, golden seedlings are really strong and you shouldn't underestimate them. But they are known for carrying rare berries, so it's up to you to fight them or not.
Well, I can't say no to treasure. Thanks for the tip. No problem. Stay safe. It felt annoying in the latest paper installment. I can understand that. The music of the climax of Filament or the music of several areas in Death's Door. That's... I don't know. I'd rather listen to them while I play the game, you know what I mean? Oh. It's hard to describe other than that. It's rare that I find video game stuff where it's like, damn, this is good. Like Lonely Rolling Star from Katamari. Something about that track is just amazing to me even outside of its context. Did you put that new pin on Leif? Yes. This is not where I was going. Sadly, in Death's Door, a lot of the music you can only hear once per playthrough. Not sure I'd want to do a new run yet. How long was that game? Because I've got it on my wish list, so I can keep an eye on it, but I was expecting it to be more... Okay, I am sick and tired of these games, but action roguelite? But from my understanding, it's just kind of a Zelda thing, right? Or a linear, story-based? I 100%ed it and my save file has 17 hours. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I gotta find the stupid ant tunnel. Oh, that's right. It's in the middle of the Queen's thing. I forgot about that. The game without going for all the secrets is only like 8 hours. It's not bad. For 20 bucks? Shit, Bayonetta was 8 hours long. That game was worth 60. Easy. Gong. Who am I looking for? Oh, that must be the, Okay. Oof. That's the guy fixing the car over at the other side. Backtracking in Death's Door is a bit painful because there's no map and environments can be a little confusing to navigate until you remember them yourself. I have heard such similar complaints in Rain World. I have yet to play that one. I should have done my AoE. What am I doing? Damn it! Damn it! Rain World is a slog by design. I was reading some reviews about it because I bought it without reading the reviews. It was only like $5 or something, but I bought it. And then as I'm reading the reviews, I'm like, oh my god, this sounds like a pain in the ass. If you want to try it out, I'd recommend you don't go trying to get every secret unless you want to. Sounds about right. Do it, Leif! Fuck. I think I let him sleep for a little bit. It's free heals. was only one? Get out of here. Rain World's an incredible game, but it's only for specific people, gameplay-wise. The environments and story are amazing to me, but I can never actually play it. Huh. That's... So I've got two games. Between Rain World and, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. But between Rain World and Library of Ruina, they both seem like really frustrating games to play. Can I kill this turn one? Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, nice! Not so nice. I like this game's use of small health systems. I like small numbers, but I also like the feeling of progression. And from what I've been told, you tend to not feel like you're progressing. There's no get big numbers, you know? It doesn't exist. I want to get big numbers, that's so wrong. Uh-oh. Fuck. There we go. No. Bad. Man, is this real? I don't remember where the, Okay. Where the elevator is. Or not the elevator, but the thing I need to get to. Fuck out of here. Y'all fuck out of here. Oh, numbers going up. It's a bad addiction. It's not an addiction. I can stop anytime. No, I just, even in stuff like this. Fuck. Nice? Not so nice. Can I run? I would like to run. What the fuck? Did I just lose 20 berries? What? Oh, that hurt. Oh my god, I don't want to be here. Oh my god, do I not want to be here. How do I gotta flee. I have to flee. Party looks so sad. We're getting the shit kicked out of us. Maybe I just lose on purpose. Now's the time. God, that is terrible. Alright. Alright, we'll just take it. Makes me think of games that never use the 10s or 1s slot. Why even have them? That's a good point. You could truncate most games down two numbers and it would work. Oh my god, it wasn't a retry button, it was retry from last save. Apparently you can only retry boss fights. That's a oof. That was super oof. If none of these numbers ever went up, nothing would have ever changed gameplay-wise anyways. Yeah, 14 is doing their number crunch. But we'll never go back to the days of dealing 20 damage. Shame, to be honest. Shame. And then you have something like Disgaea, which is on the other end of the scale, right? I mean, yeah, I love making numbers go up, but do I really need to deal 10 trillion damage? Is that necessary? It doesn't feel necessary. Know what I mean? I finally found such a talented bee actress, but my ensemble cast's fallen sick. Won't a team of at least 3 bugs help me salvage this play from disaster? Oh, I want to do it and I really just don't either. To a boss with 400 septillion HP, hell yeah. I think gameplay challenge via bigger numbers is the worst design there is. It depends. If it's just bigger numbers by themselves, sure. That's just garbage, it's bloat, who cares about that? But if it's bigger numbers and more mechanics? But no one does that, they just do bigger numbers. That's why I like difficulty options, especially in FPS games. The Stalker games did this really well. You have, like, your normal difficulty, and then you have a harder difficulty to where everything's, like, got more HP, it takes a little bit more to kill, they might be a little bit smarter. But then you have master difficulty to where both you and the enemy, everyone dies in one headshot. Everybody dies in one. Get flipped, bitch! Which is why I hate Breath of the Wild Master Mode. Understandable, I didn't finish playing mine. Oh, I'm just beating the shit out of him, huh? Alright. Yeah, the moment I picked streaming back up, like, regularly, Breath of the Wild got put down. I guess it was just an easy game to play. Though Master Mode, it was cool getting rubies and stuff like that for killing enemies. That was fun. I say it every time it comes up. Master Mode is doable until Master Sword Trials. I want enemies that behave smarter. I feel like more HP does have a place. It's not necessarily like a bad thing if they have more HP. Like, obviously I would want them to behave better, to have better AI and stuff like that. But I don't think it's wrong to give enemies more HP as a higher difficulty. Whoa, thanks! We were stuck here for a while. That wasn't much. We'll get going now. See you in Defiant Route. Sorry, boys. Remember to stay hydrated. Drink your water. Drink water! Knocking down a silver bokoblin 2,348 times, trying to ragdoll into him, or into Ragdoll, trying to kill him, is the least enjoyable experience I could have with Breath of the Wild. I understand that. That was one of those, when I saw silver bokoblins at the start of the game, I just didn't fight them. That was literally me walking away.
Hey, it's you two. Three again.
Venus?
Yes, that's me. I decided to help you in your quest.
Really? You're gonna beat stuff up with us?
I'm not a combat goddess, but I can heal you up in no time. You know, for a small offering of 8 berries.
What? Why would a goddess need money?
Listen, Arya and my followers want to thrive in life too, and there are ways too dedicated to me to get other jobs.
They are way.
So it's the least I can do for them. Besides, 8 berries is nothing for adventurers like you.
Sounds like a fair deal, team. It helps us and Venus's followers.
Just shove the berries in this bud's mouth when you want some healing, alright?
The enemies are just damage sponges the most of the time. What I want is enemies that just use smarter tactics and or avoid your attacks better, instead of just being the exact same but absorbing more damage. I find them having more HP required you to get inventive with how to attack them. it did change the pattern. Like, it wasn't until later you could just brute force them with good tier equipment and attack up 3, you know? Like, the only time you're grabbing boxes to use as weapons, like magnesising them and then throwing them at enemies in the base game is for fun. You're not doing it because it's necessary. And I found that was good. It's just at the end, you know, at the very start, you kind of have to skip enemies because they're just too pain in the ass to kill. And at the end, everything turned out the same anyway, except for gold Lionels, which they're just bloat. The Lost Sands, it's been a while. They're way too huge. It's gonna take ages. It'd be nicer if we could move just a bit faster. Well, why not just run? If we tap B twice with me at the front, I'll give it my all. Whatever gets us out of there faster. Well, try to keep up, Kabu. Kabu can now use the dash through skill in battle. Saying base game Breath of the Wild felt great. It did. I think Master Mode, outside of the bloat at the start of the game and the bloat at the end of the game, I feel mid-game Master Mode is fantastic. You know, there's only like 1 or 2 gold enemies. At that point, you have attack up 3. You know how to use the game's systems to get stuff done appropriately. It felt really good. I was having a great time in Master Mode doing like the 2nd and 3rd dungeons, or, you know, champions.
Ah, the gate is opened, but I can't go to the desert yet. I am still preparing for my journey. If you plan on crossing the desert, keep in mind it is much bigger than it seems. Everywhere you look, there is sand. Keep a mental map where you plan on crossing.
Those are good times, Tenka. I did wish Guardians were less of a late game pushover, though. Well, I mean, even on Master Mode, I think I used Quint shot explosive arrows or something like that on Windblight Ganon, and that it was over in like 4 draws of the bow. That shit was stupid. That was Master Mode. Big Fork. You know, this is a desert. You think this is a playpen or something? Whoa. I'm pretty sure I need to beat you. Whoa! Why can't I jump on you? I will beat the crap out of you. Don't think I won't. I need to spy this thing before it dies. Incredible! I truly believe this to be a cactus. What an impressive disguise! 8 HP, 2 defense! Still, if it stands in our way, I shall flip it over. Let's go, team. Ah! You fucked, nerd. So this is a Psycorp. I think their poison can make some nice items. Psycorp. Let's not beat it up too bad, or no one will buy it. Leif, get it out if it goes under. You spilled. Alright, Leaf attacks that one. Back! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! This is what I get for going to look at chat for a second. 2 damage? You have 1 defense. This is not going to work. Alright, Leaf goes back out. And we clean up the fight. At the start of the last replay, I went straight for the Phantom armor set and the Rex outfit. Wound up with a full set of Savage Lino weapons. That's, yeah. I mean, it helped when you told me to go for the Phantom armor, and then I did, because that definitely made the game more doable. But at that point, food just kind of breaks the game. So, I don't know. You could easily go to the jungle and get a whole bunch of durian, and then bam, done. Alright, whatever, we'll go this way. My research points to a relic being in the area, but I've hit a dead end. Could there be a path I haven't noticed yet? Probably. Whoa! Paper thin, boyo! Oh no! I would like if your food inventory was smaller or food was harder to make. I would like the recipes to be more worthwhile than just dumping all of a specific type of food. Like, actual recipes should have had bonuses. Shit. Shit! Exactly, like salmon. Only risk were enemies that could one-shot you, and that went away pretty early on. Yup. That was a whoops. More healing. But I want to see, there were so many different types of food you could get that you could make, like actual food. I wanted a reason to make the actual food, you know? I don't feel like that's too much. Oh no, Bird. Bird with the casual fucking humble brag. Metal points, right? We go for metal? I think we go for metal points here. But at the same time, I could go for +3. And metal. I have seen friends of mine who are very bad at it. It surprises me sometimes when I watch people play and they just, like, I'm not anything fantastic, you know, but Vinny is the perfect example of this. Not saying Vinny is bad at video games, but sometimes he is, and sometimes I am. But when I watch him get bad at a video game, it's like, damn, son. I forgot this is real sometimes. Alright, this way. No freeze? Nope. Cool. Vinny is sometimes bad at games. I've seen him do... If you want to see Vinny not be bad at a video game, go watch him some of his Smash streams. It's the most hit and miss shit you'll ever see in your life. It's amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing. I like the little tongue click the boomerang makes. I do too. He's just so amazing at Smash Brothers. Sometimes in Zelda 2, yeah. He's actually really good at Zelda 2, yeah. But Smash is so wild because sometimes you just see him make these amazing plays and then he'll self-destruct like 2 times in 10 seconds. It's actually baffling. It's me sometimes. Well, I mean, that's everybody sometimes. Except for Nairo. Nairo self-destructs, but not twice in 10 seconds, I'll tell you that. Also, his performance in Devil May Cry 5. Oh, I haven't seen that. I should go look into that playthrough. I've been attempting to rewatch his RimWorld playthrough for the 30th time, and I still can't latch onto that playthrough. I don't know what's wrong with me. Alright, couple bets. This fight against Virgil is a sight to behold. I should watch it just for that. After having played and streamed it, I should watch it just for that, because that shit was great. Whoops. That's not the green Skittle. The stat gave me a bunch of mods for Blade and Sorcery that has the Clyphod stage where you vault Virgil. Dope. Someone should port the entire Virgil fight into Blade and Sorcery. Where's that at? He gets creamed his first futurized, then he turns into 2 proper gods fighting for power. Hell yeah, that's how it felt for me. I'm not gonna lie, when I was playing that game, it was like something clicked like my 2nd or 3rd attempt in, and then it just felt so good. It felt so good. And then I played Nero and didn't feel so good. Oh shit, I meant to hit it, but I looked over at chat again. Get down from there, you what are you? What are you, thief? What? No, Leif, spy. Darn, that flying thief keeps stealing my favorite snacks. My cup noodle, and I can't reach him at all. Quick team, we must defeat him before he uses them for himself. My poor cup noodle. Yeah, boy, get frost. Win? Cool. Every time I go to look over at chat, I can't do it. I can't look at chat. I was into playing Alex at first, but now I just think of Blade and Sorcery the whole time. Is it that much better? Isn't it just set pieces? Like, is there an actual story to Blade and Sorcery? Fuck. Leif out. God damn it! What is wrong with me? Everyone do nothing. Except for you, you heal. Alright. Blade and Sorcery is really cool with what it allows you to do, even with its jank. Fuck. It's just battle arenas? I feel like I would get tired of that real quick. My favorite thing in any game I've seen is using telekinesis to hold weapons at a distance and attack with them. I've seen the Star Wars mods a lot, and one of the things I've seen is people, you know, force grabbing the lightsaber and then just spinning it. I don't know how they do it, but they spin it like a fucking buzzsaw and then just kind of, you know, behead people with it. It's fine. Do I need heals? No, I'm alright. Slug merchant. Oh, if it isn't those peppy explorers. Hiya. Hey, Team Snackmouth. How's it do? Snackmouth. Well, it's a bit hot. Oh, that was Leif, my bad. You're traveling to Defiant Route as well? Yep, we're on a mission to protect these merchants. Specifically, our dear snail. We could fight or run, but this one's pretty wimpy. It's been super good day, though. Easiest mission we've ever had. You can't just say that. You jinxed it! What the fuck? Dang it! Airy! Bandits! Got some nerve trying to mug us. Dear, it's okay. We can make the money back. Don't get hurt for... As if. I'd rather go down fighting than yield to these scoundrels.
You speak brave words for a powerless merchant. This is your last chance to surrender to the Wasp Kingdom.
Like we'd let you take anything. Yeah, it's time to show what we can do. Snack me.
Merchants are so greedy.
I just kind of come up with this shit on the fly and it tickles me.
Can't share just a few things. Now we're gonna have to take it all.
Those three. They're the ones from the report.
I'll pay a pretty penny. Let's capture them.
I mean, you can see the fat in the cheek. You will keep your vile limbs away from my friends. Let's kick their butt. Oh, we're in? We're in. I have no items? What the fuck is this track? Fuck. Alright, you, knock the third one down. Beautiful. Do I dash through? That seems like a bad idea. Small one looks like SCP-173. What? Given these are insects and half of them are born with genuinely powerful defensive features, I don't see why that merchant can't put a stinger to use. Stinger one-time use? Ugh. Do I do anything? I don't think I do it as spy.
This burglar. Must he be like this? Have ladybugs not been tarnished enough? We can't afford to feel sorry for him, though. For he is fast and strong. We must stay firm and fight back.
Ow! Hey! Twice! Pourquoi? Yo, listen to that guitar, though. Speed Egyptian?
Bring it on, bitch.
I don't know the timing. It makes me sad. Fuck! And it didn't freeze anybody. It's not good. It's not good at all. I think I'm about to get my ass kicked. Yeah, I am. Oh, good block. Not a good block. Oh boy. Fuck. I'll try. I miss good Paper Marios. Well, that's what we're here for, bud. How'd the rest of your league games go? Bye, Leif. Why? It always attacks so much quicker than I expected to. I should spy that before... Alright. He stole a honey drop! He stole my last honey drop! What a piece of shit! Alright, well, whatever. Bye! I guess? I'm pretty far behind on HP with this thing, so... Is this game how we cope with not getting another game like Thousand Year Door? I said it once, I'll say it again. This game feels like if someone played Paper Mario as a kid and was like, one day I'm gonna make a game like that. And then they played Hollow Knight, like, right before they started making this game. They played Hollow Knight and it was like, bug-themed Paper Mario. It's time. In promos now? What is promo? Alright, you first, knock the one in the back down, please. There we go, look at that mess. That's what I'm talking about. More freeze! Fuck! I screwed up? Promo to move up next tier of ranks. Have to win 3 out of 5 games. Oh shit. Reliant on your team, huh? Good luck. Alright, I just need him not to die. Don't die. Alright, that's very good. What is this? I was not ready for that! Oh, that's bad. I was hoping for a freeze. A glitter freeze. Alright, Kabu, just don't die. Just don't die. Fuck! How did this turn out so poorly? What happened? Jesus! Bye! Instantly reminded of Dan. She went this shit so hard. Okay, knock the last one down. Now, you know Nintendo can't do serious, right, Bird? Like, that's not a thing they do? They, like, skirt serious, but they don't do serious. Alright. I think no, I can't do nothing. I have to break this one out. Just imagine you're fighting Virgil. I've already pulled that card out before.
That's not how you do it, though. That's real bad.
Glazed honey. Yep. Ooh, get fucked, nerd. All right, I need you to knock the one in the back down. Kabu's probably dead for this. Unless we get some good freeze. Hit him with the best counter. Fuck you!
That's not the best freeze. It's only good freeze.
Oh my god, I suck at this! I could have done it if I had mashed better. Alright, this is all I got. An enemy, the only chance I have of this. I have to honey drop. I have to honey drop and do the freeze, but I can't freeze everybody. Who do I not freeze? The one in the back? Oh, I lost! This sucks so much. I have no items. That's all right. Well, it'll still get done. I'm ready for the next hour of stream. Gonna go get a snack. That's a good idea. Everyone go get snacked up. Fuck. Stop killing Leif, you nerd! Double fuck. Glazed honey. A little bit of the secret stash. Why do I find that one so hard to do, Raid? Nope, not frigid. Icefall. Oh, I think I'm an idiot! Honey drop. I can't block that move. It's too quick. It just happens way quicker than I expect it to, and I just fuck it up. I fuck it up, boys. Huh. Unbelievable! I can't! I just can't do it, man! Oh, eat a dick! Eat a dick! I choked! I choked! I choked so hard! Oh my god, bruh. Alright, this is the one right here, right here. This is it. This is the good one. You'll see, you'll see. This is the one. I'm gonna flip that bitch. I'm gonna freeze all three of them. You'll see. Close, 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 close. Alright, same old, same old. Knock the one in the back down. Cool, 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 cool. We're cheering you on. Fucking to be angry? Why? Oh, yeah, this is... Could have gone better. Could have gone better. I don't think... No, I don't do anything to the front one. I don't kill it. Glazed honey. Pray I don't die this turn. God damn it! That's it. One turn? One? One turn and everything went to shit. One turn and everything went to shit. What the fuck? Could you imagine if I couldn't retry the fight? Oh boy. I would have lost my marbles. I forgot to attack with him. That's alright, I can use this turn to... Welcome to Purgatory. Oh, terrible. Ooh, nice. Good, 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 good. Alright, this is it. This is the one. The previous one was the one, but this is also the one. You'll see, you'll see. Check this shit out. Alright, you thought this wasn't the one? I'm using everything. More honey. Fuck. Okay, okay. Now I just need some good freeze. Good freeze, baby, good freeze. That's some good freeze. All right, heal Kabu. He'll fix this. Just get Kabu, keep him up. All right, Leif's dead. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. None of this matters. Dash through, dash through. Yes! Woo! First try, boys.
Blast! We've got to go back and report this.
Still getting paid, right?
Shut it, let's go. We won't forget this.
Oh, that was terrifying. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Team Snakemouth.
Snake myth.
They were going to be fine. They were weaklings. Bruh, you're welcome. Those wasps are showing up more, huh? It's worrying indeed. We should report this as soon as we're able. We're just humble merchants. We can't help too much. But we are so very grateful for your help. This isn't much, but take it.
Crystal berry.
Oh, I didn't even need to ask this time. Of course, you won't find merchants in debt. With this, we're even. We can keep the merchant safe from here. We're almost at the town. What the fuck just happened? Oh, monk. All right, that was something popped up. All right, so I've got a monk for Final Fantasy 1. That'll be a thing. I gotta write this down. Give me a sec. I gotta write it for later. No, do I have a pencil? Someone find my damn pencil. Okay. Alright. So question, is it like a running tally of points spent to determine, or is Monk locked in? Monk is locked in. It's only 4 redemptions, that's it. You get 1 redemption per stream, per person, and there's 4 in total. The moment 4 is up, that is no longer valid. Monk is locked in. Thank you, Meshi. Don't let us slow you down. So I shouldn't just do 4 days in a row. I would ask to be nice and see if other people would like to choose, because we've got like 2 months out, man. 2 months. I would ask, be nice. 4 thieves. Be nice. Don't let us slow you down. Hey, you would never, but thank you. We'll keep going now. Okay. Let me, monk and a red mage. Alright, monk and a red mage. 4 monk dream dead. I gotta thank for the red mage. It's at least gonna make it's doable now, right? Like, I don't have to cry. Red mage can heal and magic, maybe? So it's not completely nightmare fuel. If you don't want the good spells, yeah. Of course not. I want red mage. If I wanted good spells, I'd go play black mage or white mage. Instead, I want to be garbage at everything I do. Wasn't there... I thought the bud was here. Where'd he go? I never use red. I'm always fighter monk, white, black. Well, there we go. Now we're just missing like a thief and a black mage or some shit, and then the ragtag group of assholes would be complete. But we'll see what happens what other people want. Ideally. Speedrun team is fighter red. Is it because swords? How do you feel about swords? Up ahead is the border with the Wasp Kingdom. If you're looking for a defiant route, head west. Oh, I see. It's because Red Mage carries early, then Fighter carries late, and Dan stays dead. Poor Dan. No respect. I have no HP or anything. This is really fucking bad. This is really fucking bad. Like Mondo bad. Later. I'm out. I need to find heals and immediately. Fuck out of here. Poor Dan. He tries so hard. And all he gets is dead. Alright, I need heals. Very badly. Fuck off. How did they not add any heals around, man? Leif just falls to his doom. That was pretty good. This is a stun and run playthrough! I don't feel like maybe I probably should not be backtracking either, especially this far. But eventually we'll get back to the inn? Dan tries his best. Poor bastard. And it's never good enough. Yeah, I don't really know why I'm doing the FF1 incentive this early, because it really is, it's like 2 months off before I play that game. I at the very least need to play through Tales of Arise. Almost completely. But, what the fuck is this? I can't see. What am I? What the f... Estoy looping? Ugh. Tales of Arise stream will be a lurk stream for me. I'm telling you, it's a, well, yeah, it probably will be. But, I'll only be playing it like 4 or 5 hours a day. Or every other day. Like, Rhino was telling me the same thing. And it's like, I know Rhino will be playing at least 7 hours a day. He'll probably pass me up like that. I know you won't because you work, but I'm sure you'll catch up or not. I don't know. Either way. Yeah, maybe I should give it a little, maybe I should give it a week or something. I don't know. I just want to play through it so bad. Yo, what up? That sword is as big as Kabu. It's Team Not Slacker. Oh hey, nice going at the festival. You really did come all the way out here.
Do you remember our talk?
We think this here's the fabled sandcastle. What, this brick?
Well, yes. This table's just waiting for its secrets to be unearthed.
You think it's just gonna come out of the sand? Maybe. No clue what's inside, but what good's a castle that has no treasure? So, how does it come out?
Sorry, we don't know yet. And when we do, we've got to tell the queen.
It's still good to see a familiar face in the desert.
Well now, take care of your mission. I'm sure we'll meet when we figure this out.
At my current rate, I won't be starting it until October. Rip. Maybe it will just be me play through. Or, you know, day one is what I mean. It's Bug Cloud? What, just because he has a big sword, he's Cloud? God, not everything is Final Fantasy meshy. Oh shit. Don't touch. Bad touch. This way and then left. Forgot about this dash. Whee! But that's the worst part about this idea of the Final Fantasy playthrough is that I have to play through 1 through 4. I don't want to do that. Can I just skip those and get to the good ones? That's my only solace, is that those aren't necessarily long games, you know? How did the fight go? Okay. I guess 1 through 3 are good. To say that I'm not looking forward to playing through Final Fantasy II with that encounter rate is an understatement. Yes, and I won the fight. We'll leave it at that. And it definitely hasn't had rippling, cascading ramifications that have lasted the past 20 minutes. I gotta go west. No! Let's try that again, shall we? Does this not reach? Cool. Now all I have to do is carefully and strategically avoid enemies.
Ah, it's good to be back.
Oh yeah, you mentioned staying here back with Neo. That means we've been neighbors all along.
Life truly is full of small surprises like that.
Cute. Anyways, how do we get out of the, or get to the hive? I'll just keep going straight. There's a huge elevator there.
Is it safe?
No one's fallen off yet, so it's probably safe. Let's go get this over with already. I mean, you're bees.
Venus, watch over me.
Two's encounter rate is high, but fleeing is fast and consistent, so it's not awful. Not awful is not a good bar. If the skill grind is fixed, it is. We're not sick, we're just passing by.
That's okay. If you're ever feeling bad, drop by. First consult's free.
Yeah, the skill up rate is incredibly, it's good. So, I'm not worried about any of that. It's just you get into a fight in Final Fantasy II like every 2 seconds. Like literally, you'll come out of a fight, take 6 steps, and be in another fight.
That is not good.
Explorers for the ants, huh? If you're interested in doing your usual questing or whatever, check the board over there.
No, I need heals, and I have no berries, but boy, do I need heals. How come every desert... How come it's always Sitar? Why is it always Sitar?
Kabu, you came to visit. Care to stay and chat?
No, that was, I gave him... Oh, no, I don't know what voice I gave him previously. It was like an old man voice, but kind of.
Currently on a mission, however, I'll come back again.
Bring your friends, Kabu.
Electro Swing doesn't fit? So? Do it anyway! Electro Swing only fits, or only doesn't fit because no one does it. If everyone banded together and did a whole bunch of Electro Swing, suddenly it'd fit. That's just how it works, man. Be innovators. All of the problems away. Thank you, save. Every snow area has bells. Telling you, just make a whole soundtrack of Electro Swing wherever you go. Boom, suddenly it fits.
Oh, welcome, welcome. This is Defiant Roots' one and only museum. Ancient artifacts or historic pottery, we take pride in all of it.
Wow. Check it out. Nails. Can you imagine fucking Actually, are those like caltrops? These weird pins were found buried in the desert ages ago. Historians deduce that these tools were made by either roaches or giants. As for their use, they might have been used as traps to keep invading troops away during times of war in these very lands.
I lost my breath.
No consensus on their use or creation methods have been reached yet. So we got nail. They don't know what human is. The very first pot. When Defiant Root was first founded, many termites and potter wasps came to these lands seeking new soil. The union of these two clay artisan species made the creation of all of Defiant Root's buildings and our land's famous clay pots. If you are interested, please consider purchasing your very own masterfully crafted clay pot as a souvenir. A perfect home decoration, so you'll always remember your visit to our proud settlement. Oh, I just remembered, we're getting a fucking Outer Wilds DLC. My intentions for the Outer Wilds DLC, I will stream it 1 week after release. If you are interested in that. 1 week is enough time that I feel that the people who will enjoy it will have already played it, and then I can enjoy it, while they enjoy watching me suffer. Yes. It's pretty good. That September's kind of hype, I'm not gonna lie. Tales of Arise, Outer Wilds DLC, Diablo 2, Back 4 Blood is in the beginning of October. September's kind of great. Yes. Welcome to T&W's Inn. It's 4 berries to stay, so 12 for the 3. Yeah, whatever, it's worth. That's the one I'm most excited about. I played through Final Fantasy X 3 times in the past 2 years. And I'm still excited to play through it again. But it won't be until October 2022 that I get to it. So, you've come back, V, on a mission, from what I can tell. Uh-huh, get us up? Sure thing, hop on, explorers. We're not done talking about your issues, V. We're just saving it for later. Drop it. Seriously, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just clip through this rope real quick. 3 games in, you'll be, I need something that isn't RPG. My one mistake was playing 2 different RPGs back to back. Or no, I had an RPG every day. That was also a mistake. I still intend for it to be the on and off schedule, just with Final Fantasy as the off all the time for like a year and a half straight. I think. I've still got 2 months to figure this out, so we'll figure it out. Look, V, even if you don't like them, it can't be that bad. Indeed, we'll protect you if they speak poorly of you. That's not really gonna happen, you know? Huh, so they didn't tease you? Just a little bit. V, could it be the Hive has done nothing to you? Nonsense, why would she be so unwilling otherwise? He's right. I am? The Hive didn't do anything, I did. V, what did you do? Final Fantasy 1, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Final Fantasy 2, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Absolutely not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. No. 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 My sister kept teasing me, okay? Saying exploring's a job for other bugs. That it was too dangerous and that I couldn't do it. So I got really mad and said a lot of mean stuff to her and ran off. Told my boss to shove it, told the queen she had no idea what I'm capable of. Wow, she went all fucking, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool, fuck you, I'm out. V. So in the story, you're the mean one? Kinda. They had it coming though. That's great. All you have to do is say you're sorry and it'll get fixed. No way! Even if I was super mean, they still teased me all the time. I'm not gonna say sorry. Not even to your close sister? It's your family. She can say sorry first. I'm not gonna lose after making a big scene. Look, the mission's most important, okay? I don't want to talk about this anymore. We're almost to the top. You're not off the hook, V. Was it mic drop? Fuck you, mic drop him. You're a bitch. I mean, haven't you ever wanted to just like storm out of your job? Just yelling profanities at everyone? You're dumb as shit. You're lazy as hell. You chew rocks in your spare time, dumbass. Fuck you guys, I'm out. Greetings, visitors! Please hold still while we scan for impurities. What? Huh? Huh? You're saying we're not clean or something? It's not that. Well, yes. Okay. Alright, you've been cleared to pass. Not just science, honeycomb science. Biz! The honey pit. Goodness, what a grand welcome! V, is this normal? Not really. Hold it, folks! The fucking coat and broke-ass glasses? What? The scanner picked up something weird from one of you. Nah, that's not a good voice for him. What? Was it us? Most definitely. Nah, I'll stick with it. Is life okay? Dearie me, what? We've caused a scene. Could you come with me? I'll check it out ASAP. You sure you want to trust her, Leif? Yeah, we don't have any leads right now. Nothing to lose. Guide the way, Doctor. I have days where I hold my head with both hands and just scream. Damn, son. That's rough.
So that's the readings meant. Doctor, is life okay? According to the tests, ancient crystal fragments lie within you. If I'm not wrong, you can use magic?
Yeah, after we woke up in Snakemouth, it just suddenly came to us. So that wasn't a super bad lie? You still doubted us?
Given the weirdness of it, I'd tally it to healthy skepticism.
Magical powers are a common side effect of a body being linked to these crystals. Although there's still something our scanner couldn't identify. Something else may be inside your body still.
I don't know where I still want to distill it. That's the other problem. When I get to these Final Fantasy streams, every stream is gonna be me reading. Bruh. Something else?
If you'd let me put you under for a while, I could look into it.
Put us under?
You know, fast asleep.
Rig up some text-to-speech? Fuck yeah. Oh god.
The what?
Leif, you had this sort of power?
No, it's weird. We just moved on our own.
Sorry, we don't know what happened. We're not too keen to be put under, however.
An involuntary self-defense mechanism.
Leif, was it?
Give it some thought. Your condition is fascinating.
I'm starting to get worried. Don't be, we feel fine. Why does he speak as we? Because he is not he. He is we, and we are him, and we are all together? I am you, you are we are all together, yes.
We're getting closer to the truth, although there's not much left to answer.
Or there is much left. God damn.
Well, I think we'll leave it at that for today. Sorry for distressing you.
Okay, really. Thanks. Well, we're gonna be late to the meeting, aren't we?
Ah, yes, the Ant Kingdom brought the materials for the key replacement, right? I've heard there's 4 other explorers looking around the hive. Could you round them up in front of the throne room? I'll meet you there when I finish some things up. Crow?
He called me doctor?
Round up the data. We have work to do.
Yes, doctor.
Great. A walk around the hive. Can't be the worst thing. We'd like to get to know this place. Bubble shield light. Cool. Where are the animals of this world? We're bugs, man. We're small, tiny, insignificant bugs. You can't see. They don't even know humans exist.
Invalid user access denied. Fuck you.
Or bird? That one I don't know. There would be birds. Also, detector, a metal made by Dr. H.P. Beeps. If they're Dr. H.B. Beeps if there are interesting objects nearby. I wanted his name to be H.B. Beeps. Whoa, that metal looks cool. Let's snatch it.
No, let's see if we can go convince HP to give it to us somehow.
I still need some time to process the data. Could you find the other explorers? No, give me the metal, nerd. Like, birds are a valid concern. If you've seen A Bug's Life, you'd know. I have, though I can't be certain A Bug's Life is an accurate representation of a bug's life. How could I know? Do they get oppressed by the grasshoppers? I don't know. Welcome, welcome. Mothiva's famous accessories are on sale. They'll bring the best out of you. But it's titled that, so it must be true. You bring up a valid point.
Just my luck, Team Snakemouth.
You got some nerve walking into the hive.
Pipe down. I'm here on explorer business, just like you.
Come to steal some more credit, we assume?
If you expect an apology, you won't get it.
So you're proud of your actions?
I don't operate on pride. I'm committed to Mothiva's rise to the top. We saw an opportunity and took it. It didn't work out, but it's not the end of the world. As you can see, even without the artifact, she is still respected.
Who's gonna respect someone so petty? Bet they wouldn't. Bet they wouldn't if they knew the truth. V, we're not going to start bad-mouthing others.
It wouldn't matter. See if they'd believe some bumbling fools over the great Malthiva.
I'm kind of waffling on her name, too. Look, we don't care. Can you just move it to the meeting point?
That I can do. Business is business, after all. My interests are not petty banter with you three.
Yeah, just go.
We'll notify Malthiva as well. You won't wait for long. See you there.
You just move through those people effortlessly? They're not even real. Look. Look at them. They're not real. Hold on. Boom. The ones in the middle, absolutely fucking gone. They're not real. It was an autobiography? What are you talking about? Oh, Bug's life. I can never do it. I get like one cackle into it and I just fucking lose it. No, there's enough Malthiva for all.
Malthiva!
How can she be so popular while being such a jerk? Ignorance is bliss for this crowd.
Malthiva?
More fans? Oh.
What are you dorks doing here?
Sorry, show's over. I hope you'll join me in my next tour. Aw.
Thanks for ruining a perfectly good tour, jerks.
We didn't do anything, and you're the jerk.
Your mere presence ruins my vibe, can't you tell?
Maybe you can steal some of ours when we're not looking.
Why, you...
Enough. We're not here to fight you. We have a mission. Can't we cooperate? We need to not hog the glory. If we work together, we'll all be recognized.
So naive. What good is fame when shared with the likes of you?
Look, just go to the darn meeting point. We can settle this later.
I'll go, but not by your barking. See if you don't keep me waiting too long.
Sweetheart. What a jerk. I really don't get how no one sees it.
It's a shame her defeat didn't humble her one bit.
We'll have to be careful. You never know what they'll be planning.
We still need to find the other explorers. Let's look around.
I want to buy the mask.
Souvenir cap.
40 berries? Not rich? Jeez. I don't know what was going on in my right ear that time, but good lord. See, now this is smooth.
Hello there. Welcome to Dr. HB's lab, your #1 stop for any weird gadgets.
Leif, it's good to see you again. Your performance was very pleasing. It would be great to see or have you at next year's festival. You can count on us. I grumble. I like the letters changing like that. Like what? Oh, for the hologram?
The Big Kingdom was generous enough to let me conduct my research here. The least I can do is lend others my Eliascope. Give it a go with A.
It is! It's a fucking sandbox! Oh, that's great. Where the fuck are we? Weird. Huh. Norway? Norway. Mr. Balloon with the balloon hands. Norway. You can see where we used to stay. Good old times. Who is this guy? Wait, I know that guy. I'm skipping. No, I need to talk to these two. They're... Hey, Team Snakemouth. Thanks again. We owe you back in the desert.
It was no problem. You would do the same for us. They would try, at least.
Well, that was my bad. We'll make up for it. You'll see. Hey, V. You're being real quiet. Oh, sorry. Just thinking. The hive is super cool. We have to come back together when we're not on the job. Everyone's really nice, and they let us drink from the fountain for free. Yeah, glad you like it. You ready to meet up? Shoot, we forgot. We'll see you there, Team Snakemouth.
Johnny Harris texts.
Well, at least they're having fun. V. What? If it's about earlier, drop it. I don't want to talk about it. Look at us, V. This is serious. You're mad over petty things. You're acting like a child. Seriously? That's what you wanted to tell me? We're not finished. Something may happen tomorrow or even today, and then you won't be able to say sorry. Instead of acting so proud, won't you be happier if you fix things?
V, Leif is right. We never know what can happen. Friends are so precious to lose over nothing.
Well, what if she doesn't forgive me? I was really mean.
If you really mean it, and show it, she'll forgive you. You're sisters. And my voice cracks.
Fine, I'll try. You're more mature than we expected. Shut up! We're on a mission now, but... when we have time, I'll try and apologize, okay? Are you happy now? You promise? I'll do it. I don't need to promise it like some kid.
All right, V, we believe you.
We hope it goes well. Life's too short to have dumb fights. I feel all tired now. Everyone should be at the throne room now, so let's go, okay?
Yep, let's go, team.
We'll be rooting for you, V. Thanks. They're so supportive. Who are these people? Who supports people like this? That's insanity. I can barely keep myself together. How am I supposed to keep someone else together? This game is too charming, it's suspicious. Yeah, where's my Lisa turn?
It seems only Kina is left.
Oh nah, she gave us the part, so we're good to go. She's shameless, that's what she is. Then, if these are all the explorers, we shall open the throne room. Be on your best behavior, for even glancing upon our queen is a privilege. Oh, of course, Miss Guard. We adore the queen. We would never dream to upset her. You get one oh-ho-ho per stream. One Ojo-sama. That's it. And I've already did it and truncated it. Are you the same Mothiva? Be silent and go in. My queen, the Ant Kingdom's explorers have arrived. The doctor's here as well. How adorable, aren't they? Welcome. I hope the hive has shown great hospitality and kindness towards you.
Yes, we're grateful, Queen.
Oh, most respected queen, your words humble our heart. We are truly blessed to be in your presence. Yeah. It's nice to be back. V, is that you? You've grown so beautifully into a fine bee. We've heard of your exploits here. You have brought pleasant surprises to my days.
That's great, V.
Thank you, Queen. The hive is wonderful. Makes me wish I was a bee. Now, we all have our wonderful place in this world. But now, the time for pleasantries is over. If you don't mind, let us get to the matter at hand. HB?
Yes, my queen.
As we all know, the graceful Ant Queen has made a heavy request of our kind. The core of the honey factory, which we owe this great kingdom to, has turned out to be an artifact. Under normal circumstances, we would have to deny even the queen her request. However, she has provided us with all we need to build a new core.
Right. Kina should have delivered them to the factory already.
Yes, I have gone there and gave a quick examination. With my incredible intellect, I can quickly create a suitable replacement, all due to these materials' incredible quality.
It's easy to miss all the little side conversations. It is, especially when I'm reading them. Like, the others happen, but I'm reading something. I can't read the other thing. You know? It's a cool little touch, but I wish I could enjoy it more. It's quite a simple ordeal, isn't it? Almost feels like we've gone through a bit too many formalities.
Never, your majesty. There is no request we would not acquiesce for thee.
If you are true of your word, that would make me most happy. For I would like to invite you to accompany the doctor to the honey factory and witness this pivotal exchange. You are not obligated to go, but it would warm our heart if you did.
Yes, yes! Sure thing. We would love to see even more of the kingdom. Yes. For one, seeing honey being produced sounds...
Oh wait, no, that's Leif. Sorry. Yes. For one, seeing honey being produced sounds delicious.
Leif, you are not to eat any of it.
Thanks. We'll go.
V.
Queen?
Contrary to what I believed, it seems the outside world did you some good. You look so grown up. Your team has many thanks.
You're welcome, Queen.
I haven't changed at all. I'm the same V. A mother knows best. Maybe you've yet to notice. Well, shall we go?
The queen is speaking. Shut your mouth!
No need to be so ruthless, my dear guard. But you are indeed free to go unto the factory. It's to the west of my throne's entrance. V, please take care of everyone as they explore. As sure as I am that there will be no issues. Yeah, I will. You can count on me.
Dismissed!
Let's go, Zasp.
About time.
Now, teams. Oh god, I lost him. I lost the voice.
I still have to pick up some tools. We'll meet up there. Don't let the wind blow you off the bridge.
It's hard to keep track of voicing like 10 different people all in one conversation. I was definitely losing it there.
Jeez, V, you made bees seem so mean. When you have a graceful queen like that.
Even we are disarmed by her words. They remind us of Elizant. I was mad at everyone, okay? Even so, you shouldn't have badmouthed them. Fine, I'm sorry, okay? And I'll fix stuff, slowly. Can we just do the mission?
Alright, let's go, team.
Badmouth. Blessed. Gloucester. Horticulture. Now I'm just saying stuff. Wait!
What is it? Team, don't fall down!
Fish. Thank you, that's my favorite. Oi, calm down! A bridge is not the best place for sudden outbursts. Look, everything in the factory is super expensive, and they don't let you leave mid-tour.
I see. We should shop beforehand, then?
Yep, let's save some berries. Or we could spend a little not to have to go all the way back. Was there a shop? This is where Link tries to leave and he gets stopped. Ocarina of Time. You know, I've never played that game.
Who is it? Oh, it's you. How's the ADBP tree been treating you?
It's awesome. It really helped us out.
Of course. My tools are the best there is.
Well, you seem to have forgotten your name.
Oh, right. I'm Professor Honeycomb, renowned scientist of the Bee Kingdom. Or I was until that Dr. HB took my spot. HB's creations all use weird tech she found studying the old roaches, you see. Disgusting. While I do use the ancient crystals, the roaches didn't create them. I never use borrowed technology for my experiments. I'll create the perfect ADBP through my own superior intellect.
HB beeps.
What? The Beamerang isn't good enough yet?
Yours is nothing special. It's just one of the many ADBP Mark II series. When I finish the Mark III, they will seem like children's toys.
What? Can't you upgrade mine again?
I'd consider it, if only because of the data you've helped me round up. If I manage to harness the crystal energy into the prototypes, the ADBP could spin forever, generating infinite energy.
That's really not how physics work.
And then I'd reclaim my spot as the Bee Kingdom's lead scientist.
You have a noble goal. Won't you let us help you in the name of science, bro?
That one I want.
Maybe later, but for now, be gone.
Be gone?
You're getting in the way of my research.
Yikes, fine. Let's come back later.
Noctic, bro. Let's go down to the beach and score some hotties, bro.
-2. Worth. Alright, this week. I like how this game is being accurate to the laws of thermodynamics. Well, you say it's impossible, but also... Well, no.
Oh, hi. It's you guys. So figured out what you want. 25 berries?
Yeah, here are the berries.
That's what I'm talking about.
Magic, my balls are gonna rupture. Please finish that word. No. Now that I know what you want, I have to deny it from you. Vapists are stinking up the house today? So, my grandmother on my mother's side used to chain smoke. Actually, no, my mother's side of her family, she just smokes the whole one. I didn't really consider it, but compared to the smell of cigarettes, I find vaping to be, because they often have like fruity smells to the vape sometimes. I don't know, it's way better than cigarette smoke, but cigarette smoke also has this nostalgic kick to it to me. Those berries don't even taste good. We don't think her taste would be the only thing weird here.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing you a favor, okay? Just sit and watch.
I'd rather not be around any of it. You bring up a good point, yeah. If I had a choice, no. But I feel like I'd rather be around vape than cigarette. We might as well pay a palace a visit since we paid for this and all.
And we want to hop back into the palace. Just talk like that, okay? Thank you, Diana. We'll be on our way. I'm off. Bye.
That one just kind of dissolved. Aha! I have no berries. How do I pay you guys for anything? Was there a normal store here? I realized this is... What is this?
Succulent.
Sounds like that girl in Persona 4, the one that breaks Yosuke's scooter. Are you attracted to me, Yosuke? Did you ask me on a date? That was some ultimate, like, fat. Just pure fat. You see her stalking Teddy all the time? What the shit? I don't feel like I saw her any time after that. Items. Crunchy leaf dry bread. Dry bread. I'll take the bread. Oh my god, there's so much stuff and I have none. I have nothing. Hey man.
Hey, hey, hey!
Oh god. Speaking of fat.
Welcome to Crispy's, the best bakery in town. And, the only one. Give me some stuff to bake with and I'll try to rise to the task.
I want you to bake dry bread. Do it.
Hey, 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 stay out of my shit.
Don't be a failure. You can't toast me? I made a mistake. That was my only berry, sir. Yes, buy the mistake for one berry. Bread is already cooked, but toast is twice cooked bread. It's real. I guess I just take a leaf and pray it works. I'm now out of berries. Well, let's keep looking around a little bit. I've heard you saved my baits from some bandits. I'm bad at this, and I'll only say it once. Thank you. It was no problem. Now for a reward. It was nothing. We look forward to buying from you in the future. Fucking V.
Travelers, I can see the scars of battle on your being. Brother. Worry not, I only wish to help. I've got some powerful berries on me.
Just how powerful?
These berries can boost your combat abilities when eaten. You can't really share them though. You'll have to decide on who eats them, or who eats which.
That does sound helpful. Knowing these merchants, it's gonna cost us a wing.
You're not wrong, Traveler. I'm selling an HP boosting heartberry right now.
I want it! How do people afford anything in this game? Just think of the HP, V. Just think of the 100 berries, Leif.
We'll come back when we've decided, sir. Don't take too long. Who knows when they'll spoil?
I think I posted stuff in stream related in every stream since the Discord was made. Good! Keep it up, boys! The Discord is popping full of... Actually, Inspirobot is down, which means the Discord is mostly worthless. But, you know, it's still there. You can still do the Discord thing and chat and see, you know, stuff I intend to play or whatever. Or, you know, just put shitpost at me, but not like Tenka. Tenka shitposts in a mean way. I can never tell when your shitposts are actual shitposts. Saying HP in universe. Also, I realize, why can your bee not fly? Wings are in his possession. Also, the neck fluff of bee is cute. Yeah. Bee can fly, though. Bee flied at start of game. Beetle fell down hole, Bee also fell down hole, and Bee was like, whoa, that was close! Thank God I have wings! So it all works out. But yeah, keep it up. Discord good. Keep the, you know, the posts active. Very important. Where the fuck am I? Then plot is forgiven. Exactly. Bee can fly if Bee need to fly. Bee have wing. Moth can probably fly if moth need to fly. Moth have wing coat? Moth made of ice. Why say many word when few word do trick? Guy speak beaver. How would you pronounce Wan? Jaune? How? No, it's not Wan. It's Aune. I don't want to read it. Good luck getting someone to buy that portrait. At least wait until she draws it before judging. Joan? Please, no Johns. I felt so bad yesterday with Soma. I can't even say it's not a John. It was a John, but it wasn't my fault. Game just made me sad. Whoa, listen to this. That was dope. Wow, so many tourists! This is the famous honey factory! Amazing, right? Here's where we produce all of Bulgaria's honey. Oh, ignore this pile of scraps. Some explorer left it here and walked out. Boring, let's go, Zasp. Anyway, I'm 2V, your delightful tour guide. While the incredible doctor builds our new core, I'll show you around to lots of fun. Yeehaw! Can't wait! Who said that? Sounds like a good opportunity, doesn't it? Science is incredible, but not the best spectator sport. By the time the tour's done, I'll have assembled everything. So go on, have fun. Thank you, Doctor. We will enjoy this for sure. Knowing how the honey is made, this is an opportunity we cannot miss. It's seriously nothing that cool. Maybe for a bee. For us, it's a great experience. We're on the quest for the ultimate flick. I need to stop. I have to stop. It's time to stop. All right, geez. It'll be fun, I guess. No. What? Warning. Factory has been compromised. Alert code 32 engaged. Complete factory lockdown in effect. What? What? But code 32 is... Doc, what's going on? Code 32 means the factory has been attacked by hostile forces. But how? We didn't see anyone on our way here. Doctor, we must leave. We can retrieve the artifact later. Indeed. It's not just us. Tourists and workers need to evacuate too. Guide, do you know where the Overseer is? No? It's routine checkup time. She could be anywhere. Without the Overseer, we're stuck. What? Code 32 will lock down the entire factory for a week. That is, unless the Overseer enters the disarm code. We suggest turning our trip around the factory into a rescue mission. Great idea. Finding her will fix all our problems, really. Alright, we'll help. With such a capable group of explorers here, we should be okay. For now, I will work on the core's replacement. You should focus on the rescue mission. Let's do this! You heard that, Mathiva? Let's... Wait, where is she? Where's Zasp? Huh? He's gone too. Bet they have something to do with this. For once, probably not. Guess we'll have to search for them too. 'Cause we didn't have enough to do. Let's go, team. Oh yeah, Crosscode's soundtrack was fucking amazing. And this... Faster than light. $100. And now not faster than light. Open.
That's why they made us spend our berries? Because we're stuck. It's like a combination of Undertale's core and FTL. Which is the core? Yeah, this wind instrument section is pretty unique. But yeah, the deets and doots there. Yeah.
Oh no! I just got the job and everything's already ruined. Ruined! Why does this always have to happen to me? With the factory closed, I can't sell the stuff to fill up my quota, and I'll get fired! No!
That was just fun to say. Management doesn't have quotas during emergencies?
Some make-believe won't hurt, V. Miss, we'd love to shop here if you'd have us.
You will? All right. If there's customers, I can't move around. I'll set the shop up.
Alright, Core is an area in Undertale. It had very techno-ish music because it was a giant machine. Top in all of Bulgaria. Oh, giant machine. That means it's like the Mechanis.
A portrait of the Overseer? A bit narcissistic.
It's not like that. This is the honored employee portrait. Bees that work really hard get to be put up there for a few days. It needs to, it's too much. I'm devolving.
Is there no Hall of Fame for all the honored employees?
Yep, it's inside the hive though, so you two can't see him. So in our team, Kabu would be the honored employee.
I would?
No way, it'd be me. Awaiting nomination. Heard your reply, but stream isn't buffering. Hell no, shit. It's like 2 frames are skipped per second. What the fuck? Alright, well, it is, let's see. Not me. No, I have network frames. Hello! I have dropped network frames. A bunch. Damn. How you guys doing today? It's me for once. It's almost never me. It looks like it resolved. We all good? Path to the on the right leads to the Overseer's office. Maybe you can find something to help there? Nope. Oh wait, maybe Leif can use the machine? Who knows? My internet choked for a while too. Yeah, I would be seeing the stream fine, but now I'm just go ahead and refresh if you're behind. You didn't really miss anything outside of me being able to, maybe it was Twitch? No, it was me. I have dropped frames. 2,000 dropped network frames. So, I mean, it might also be Twitch. I'm not gonna say, you know, it's 100% my fault. Because I don't think it's ever always my fault. Like, sometimes it's someone else's fault. Sometimes it's only partially my fault. But I don't think it's ever, like, 100% my fault, you know? Still lose, like, 2 frames a second? Well, that was a while, or I don't know how long ago. But I haven't dropped a frame in the past couple minutes, so... I don't know.
Oh no! The Overseer's stuck in storage!
I want to go to storage? How do I go to storage?
My trading didn't cover this.
Refreshed and everything's good. 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 What if I smack the machine? Smack! Shit.
I know why it was doing that. It was trying to catch back up, doing it 2 frames at a time. Good quality. Damn. That's, yep, good. Very good. There's something. Oh. No. No. Oh, boomerang. Factory pass. It's usually when the audio warbles. Damn, dude. They really don't treat me well, do they? I'm an affiliate. I have rights. Give me, quality options, please, Twitch. Thank you. Oh, the door! Thanks, Team Snakemouth. It's our time to shine, Airy. Can't let them do everything, right? You sure we won't get in the way? Relax, it's just a factory. Let's go in and do what we can. I have audio warbles with every stream and have to refresh often because of it? Fuck! Damn. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know. Uh-oh. The factory's super dangerous. It's full of sentry bots. What? Team, we must give chase. Sentry bot! Beep beep. Train system status offline. Contact Malby for repairs. Suck my dick. Whoa! Whoa, hold up. I only get buffering here because there's 4+ computers and a PS5 online at all times. The dream. The actual dream. Due to lockdown protocol, some platforms will be routinely shocked. Bee-workers, please hover to evade the shock and evacuate safely. Shocked? Whew, good thing I can fly. See, it comes in handy. There's no choice, V. You'll have to leave us behind. No way. What if I need to cut or freeze something? Leif, have you gotten mad? Impressive. Wait, come back. You did the weird thing again. We took some time to think about it, and we can control it. If we hold down B, we should be able to all cross safely. Can't really jump or walk fast while doing it, though. Incredible! Leif, you may have just saved us a lot of trouble. If Jen and Ari got through, we should have found a way. Or would have found a way. Let's go. Using internet while 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 using internet. Fuck yeah. Bubble shield! Bubble shield, yellow bag. Bubble shield. Ah, no! Your boy fucked up. Alright, that wasn't so good. What about ice? That's not good at all. So annoying. You'd think they'd stop firing at me since I'm a bee and all. Let's pummel it. Oh my god, it shoots rockets. What is the one? What is the one? I want to know what the one is. One is incoming rocket, methinks that would make the most sense. Thank you, bird. Look at you using your noggin while I just dissolve into a pile of goo. Uh-oh. Someone let the Din Mookies out of their cage. We're gonna have to smack them before they zap us. Whoa! Whoa! Your boy got fucked up. Zero? Doshite? Come on, that feels right on point. Alright, I have to flip it. good. Alright, I will have to say, with the lack of power building, I guess, you know, I'm not getting any stronger. The enemies all kind of feel the same. I kind of wish there was more gameplay variation. It's just, I feel like I've already fought that thing before, and plenty of times. That's what happens when a game is turn-based. It depends. Etrian Odyssey, I think, did a good job. Alright, if you haven't played it, Etrian Odyssey is a turn-based crawl, like dungeon crawler, but it's really fucking, like, harsh as a game. Please! Shit. It's just exchanging numbers? That's any game. That's like boiling Mario down to pressing A. Like, yeah, you can say that, but, like, why would you? Just, needlessly crunching things down. Oops. They have a good build-up to newer enemy attacks and stuff. Yes, a lot of enemies feel really unique in what they do and what they present, and the game is hard as crap. It's also anime, and everyone loves anime, right? Icefall! Bap! Damn, I'm gonna get my ass. I like the bee drones. I kinda don't. I want them to die because I'm hurting emotionally and physically. Mostly physically. Die? Thank you. Bee boop. We thought V was tiny, but just look at that. When it's tumbled down, we'll shut it off for good.
Beep boop.
Not bad. They're pretty easy to fight. That's good. That's the one reason I like Etrian Odyssey so much, is that there's a lot of character customization. Like, you start... Each game has like 6 or 7 classes or something like that. Well, maybe 7 or 8 is appropriate. And then you get to choose 5 characters, and they can be any of the classes. But you can't switch after you've chosen. But there's tons of build varieties within the classes and stuff like that. So you can go 5 casters if you want to do, or, you know, get a good front line going and then some casters in the back, or whatever you want to do. There's a variety of builds that you can do, and they're all pretty fun. And it's interesting because there's good synergies to it too. We gotta rank up. TP? HP. I was a bit sad Origami King didn't have power building either. Isn't that a staple of Mario, Paper Mario? No power building? Things feel less special to me when you're only your items and not actually getting stronger yourself. That's what I mean. Like, I like the sense of building. Help! Did that count? That counted. Cool. Power! T-pose! Holy shit, Leif T-poses. That's fantastic. 1,000-year Dorad leveling up? Like, I'm leveling up, but I'm not getting stronger. Well, you know, I'm getting more flower point, or TP, which is making me stronger, but... Neo Twelly feels that way, sort of. Each character's one button in battle. You get new hammers in what? Mario RPG? Or Mario... Paper Mario, whatever? No attack up on those. Yeah, that's the one thing. Alright, knock this thing down. Alright, so Denmuki Eh. There we go. See, when it comes at me all slow like that, I can fuck him up. And then one of these. Nice. Absolutely worthless. Uh-oh. Oh, gotta keep it in gun mode. Holy crap. It's got so much defense! Just die! I wonder if it's a giveaway how the game works when you compare enemy HP to yours. Like, with this kind of game, you usually have more of the same HP as your enemy. That's true. And most JRPGs, or RPGs in general... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think I had a choice there. Most of them, you outscale your enemy a lot. Shit. Oh! Double shit! Oh, yeah, with something like Final Fantasy, you outscale your enemy has massively more HP than you. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking of examples and stuff like that of that not being true, but in most JRPGs, like a boss will hit you or have like 10,000 HP or something like that, and then he'll join your party and have like 800 HP or some shit. It's pretty bad. Magus is the prime example. A perfect example of that. Yes. Damn! That's fucked up. I think I'm doing dash through again. Magus from Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger being both my, like, one of my favorite games of all time. And Vinny's favorite game of all time. Fucking love that game. To death. I remember seeing Final Boss HP in the 1,000-Year Door and feeling quite whelmed. Whelmed. This is the most honey we've ever seen. It only gets better as you go. This factory design is quite unorthodox. Moving about is quite difficult. It's made for bees. We just fly around. Can't you carry us? Not if there's another way. Now shield up. This power-up was a mistake. Like playing SMT3, at most I've taken around 300 damage from one hit, then returned 6,000 of mine on the next.
Yeah.
As an RPG, you're a god in a teenager's body. That's Japan in general. If you want a more grounded approach and stuff like that, you should try Yakuza Like a Dragon. It's basically Persona 5, but instead of a kid, you play a 42-year-old man who just got out of jail. It's kind of dope. Hey guys, Venus here. Come for healing? Yes. Thank you. Yes, I would like to save. The problem I find with Yakuza games is that I have... And I'm running into this problem with this game, but luckily I'm streaming it, so I can kind of push past it. It's not an ADD, it's like an OCD almost, where if I see a side quest, I feel obligated to do it. The Yakuza games are so fucking side quest heavy. I've never seen anything like it. Why is Japan obsessed with teenagers having unbelievable power? In Japan, and this is just kind of me, I've never been to Japan, I don't know the culture, but I know of the culture. Their life stops after high school. it becomes a soulless, mindless grind until they're dead. So most people's fondest memories are in high school. So that's, you know, as a kid, you relate. It's pretty tragic. Back! You're a hag at 22? There's actually a term for that shit. Christmas cake. Everybody loves Christmas cake, right? Oh, God! Alright, we're all good. I should spy? No, it's sync. I have to pull it out of the ground. There we go. Yeah, everybody loves Christmas cake. Very important. Ah, the Obama honey. What? They mixed too much honey. We're in big trouble. Gotta take it down or freeze before it explodes. Thanks, Obama. Aphid egg! Spin? No! I feel like I want to take hard mode off. Is that so wrong? He sort of said the thing. Oh boy. Leif creates a shield that negates damage for all allies during one turn. Leif is then unable to act for one turn. That's rough. Bubble! You still have it on? Yes. I turned it off by accident for a little bit and then I slapped it back on. Are you real? You have a nerd right there you can attack. So Magic, about that encounter rate you mentioned earlier. Oh, what, the Final Fantasy II? That would shit on this. Final Fantasy II's encounter rate physically makes me ill. I need to stop talking when I do these QTEs. Is it like that one Zelda game? There are Zelda games with encounter rates? Where you go into the world map and then hit an enemy 1 second later after Fuck! Fuck! Zelda 2. Oh. Then, yes? I don't know. Fuck. Oh my god, these things suck! High defense, decent HP, hits like a train? Get me out! Alright, that'll have to work. It's the only one like that so far, Zelda 2. I would have to have played it, I guess. I haven't watched a full stream of Vinny playing it, and he is the only one I would probably watch play that game. Because I played it as a kid, and that shit sucked. Bye, Kabu. It's like when I played Final Fantasy 1 as a kid. That shit was miserable. Honey! I want the honey! Training grounds notice. Remember that the doors only stay open for a while, so crank it up and run. Oh my god. And we go. Nice. I love the stream of Vin doing the randomizer for Zelda 2, and one boss had absurd HP. Where he hit like 20 times and its HP bar didn't go down yet, and he started having a laughing breakdown. Sounds like some shit Vin would do. Was that for a charity stream? Like, was that an incentive for that? I don't know. NES FF1 is a drag. It was not a good game. What the fuck? No! Ah, I didn't do it. I was so confused about that the first 4 times I watched the clip. Oh, the randomizer? No! Alright, I'm going to fucking lose it. T-pose. Fuck you, nerd, I'm T-posing. This is ass. Alright, I jump. I switch. No, too many switch. I win! Eat shit, game! I'm too smart. This key card can open doors in the honey factory. Whoever lost this probably got fired. Chunky ass. This really is just asserting authority. It's fantastic. I have to check them and link it in Discord. Join the Discord! Someone type the thing. No, I can type the thing. This game does not pause. Hold on. Boom! You can stay up to date on garbage, and you can yell at me should you need to. Please don't yell at me, unless you really need to. And even then, I ask, keep it to a minimum. Unless you need to yell at me, once again, which I probably deserve it. No? Bad? Bad? I worried I'd not fit in because I'm just a weirdo bird furry. Gotta be more confident in yourself, man. Gotta be more confident. Speaking of confident, how the fuck... I don't even remember getting here. Like the visual style of the Obama Blob thing. It does look good. It has a lot of animations compared to the other thing, which is just like two frames. Whereas the Obama Honey is like flipping out. I almost messed up my buttons there. That would have been bad. Oh, yes, I'm a god! So what's a Denmuki? I feel like that's a Japanese play, right? Den? Electricity? Moshi moshi, kore wa denwa desu. What? Alright, so the trick is it gets shrunk, and then you have to pull it out the ground, otherwise it's gonna do that really heavy hitting attack. Magic, the hell did you just say? it sounded convincing. I took 4 years of Japanese in high school, and I took 1 year of Japanese in college. And the most important phrase I ever learned is, hello, this is a phone. Get out of here! What do I even do with this? Why do I have 2 ice blocks? No, flip. Why do I have 2 ice blocks? What do I do with this? Oh. I have to press the button. What does that do? Oh. What does that do? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so fucking stupid. What the f- Okay, we're good. No. 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 Was that what I needed to do? Oh, I probably... Oh. I know what I need to... I don't want to say that's a game over, but it's not looking good, boys. How does this one run? Leif conk head. Yeah, that was a lot of head conk. It wasn't so good, and now I am desperately in dire straits again. I have no healing items. I am low on TP. I have kind of played myself into a hole here, I'm not gonna lie. Cool. Alright, it worked out. Let me save the game. I imagine I'll get to the boss. Game's kind of a meat grinder. It is when you play on hard mode. I'm really considering taking it off. You best fucking believe. Just two buffers and bam, 8-second latency. It's trying its best, okay? Was that me that time? No. Thank God. Alright, so scan the factory pass. Scan the factory pass. What the f- Oh. Alright, T-pose our way through here. No. Man. I can't see. V, your fat ass is in the way. Nope. Ah, Team Snakemouth. Help! Oh no. Good thing I just healed. Alright, knock this one down. Good. I need to keep them on the gun. If it is not gun, I need to not do anything. I will not do anything. And that's why we stay on the gun, boys. Yay! I like fighting these things, they're easy. And back to gun. Beautiful, it's all working out, boys. Oh! Unless I'm an idiot. Oh, I got paralyzed for that? And maybe not so good. Final Fantasy XI Wings server. Colthwin. How's Wings treating you? Are you still dual boxing on Eden and Wings at the same time? How you doing, bud? Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. This is taking forever. Hell yeah. And we're back. When am I coming back? At one point, I played retail for a little bit. That was something. After Final Fantasy X restream. Oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna make a whole new character in Final Fantasy XI on retail and then play through every story. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. You know it. More HP? Jesus fucking Christ. That is the appropriate reaction for that. I had heard Wings had gotten a lot better though. I mean, it played fine. It just had a lot of weird bugs. And, I don't know, people were metaing way too soon. What was up with the boost spam when that server started? That was something else. I don't know what to do, HP or TP? Probably have to go in a bit. Alright, Bird. I appreciate you being here, bud. And I hope the rest of your day goes well. I don't want to pay for retail ever again. He's done it! He finally did it! He pulled himself off of the teat. Or pulled it off of his teat? I said teat too much. Oh, we owe you one again. We may have to start charging him. Nonsense, V. What did you do to get rushed by bee-boops? Oh yeah, we were like trying to switch out? Yeah, meanwhile, Cruise Chaser mount. I was gonna stay here controlling it while Aerie crossed, but then they went crazy. This place is too dangerous. You shouldn't split up. You should return to a safe place. We'll take care of this. Wait, we can help, seriously. You can stay here and press the switch, right? Then all of you can cross. That's a fantastic idea. We're impressed. It'll settle our debt with V too. She was just kidding. Do not worry. But will you be okay? What if you get ambushed again? Doesn't seem to be anything dangerous left around. Trust us, okay? Just go get a move on. Press back, I don't have a back button, to give us a holler and we'll press the switch. Alright, you work all day tomorrow and worry miss you streaming something. Well, tomorrow is Soma, so I'm sorry to hear that, but the VOD will be there should you be interested. Either way, I know that the game very in depth and I wish to see what you think of it during the later... during the later parts. No, T-pose. I try to not die. And I fail miserably all the time. But yeah, tomorrow is Soma, and then I'll be taking Sunday off. I still have the Witness That Super Puzzle. One of these days, I'm gonna do the Super Puzzle. I promise. I like how the other two fall in every jump. Back to square zero. Yeah, it kind of hurts a little bit. I wish... No. Greed. Greed pays. Alright, I need to get on that left one. And then press the button. Left, press. But yeah, I've on the Discord, I have games I'm, I've got on the backlog, or, I intend to stream soon. As I've mentioned 800 trillion times, I intend to do a full Final Fantasy playthrough, 1 through 15. That'll be probably starting like 2 months or so. You can influence those, should you want to, by watching. And you can determine the party makeout for the next game. So as of right now, I have channel point awards for Final Fantasy 1. You can determine the party makeup for that. The Discord keeps track of when I go live. It's got announcements. It's got my current schedule. It's got shitposts. It's got Inspirobot, which is currently dead. Good stuff. Yeah, currently we have Monk and Red Mage. I'm sure that's going to be fun. Inspirobot is down. At least the one I use, yeah. Which is sad, because Rhino... my mod Rhino tried this morning, and it failed miserably. And so he deleted it. He deleted his bot command post in shame, thinking no one would find out. Why do all these funny bots keep going down? I don't know how they work, so... I want to use 15.ai, but it's been down for months. I don't even know what that is. Inspirobot went down this morning, so usually it's up and doing well.
Away! Away with you!
Malby, hang in there. We'll keep you safe.
V, what are you doing here?
We'll talk later. We're getting rid of these pests. That's a lot of them I didn't save. Is this a boss fight? Listen to that bit. Boom, 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 boom. Oh shit. No! 15 AI is an advanced voice AI that can incredibly accurately recreate voices. It has been fed for anything, so people are using it to make it say TF2 characters smoothly say things without sentence mixing. Sounds cool. It's been down for months? That's a shame. No damage for nobody. Shit, I have to be so careful. People use it to make horribly broken voices because if you feed it things that aren't words, it makes funny messes. Nice. The creator did not like that. What? It's always sad when a creator gets like a little heavy-handed in his own project, you know? Wait, what happened to Leif? Oh, Leif can't do anything this turn. Uh-oh. Fuck it. Fuck it. So what if I die? Who cares? You don't live forever, nerds. Ow. Ow. He only wanted it to be used for making clear voices to show how good it was. Yeah, it's a shame when they get heavy-handed like that, but some people are like that. And definitely not the guy who does Starburst, Starbound mods. Starbound, frackin' universe. Definitely not him. Nope. I gotta pull him off the ground, hold on. I'll check that out in a bit. Or you can link it on the Discord or to me directly and I can keep it forever. See? It's genius. Definitely not me, like, shilling my own Discord. Fuck. Kinda want you to see it on stream. Alright, I'll check it out in a bit.
Watch it, you almost splattered that honey on me.
I don't even get a thank you?
You don't deserve it, V.
We, are glad to see you're okay.
Oh, that must be the sister.
V, who is this?
This is Malby, the maintenance chief. That I am. Glad you still remember that. Who are these two with you?
V's exploration team. At your service.
So you did go and build up a team instead of doing your shift here, didn't you? Anything is better than here. Bet you never saw it coming either. I didn't. The V from back then wouldn't have managed. Hey! Guess something changed, though. It seems that I owe you in the end, so thanks. Who knows what could have happened?
You're welcome? I'm glad we could be of help. By the way, Miss Mulby, we're looking for the Overseer. Would you be able to help us? That bee.
Stop. Oh, her? She's got to be trapped in the storage. With the security in place, the vents shut down, honey's heating up, and those Obama honeys are popping up. She won't last long by herself.
What do we do? The storage is locked.
That's because the pump shut down. I was about to fix it when I got jumped.
Can you fix it now?
Yup. Hang on tight for a few minutes. She's so angry.
Look at her. She looks so angry.
Is it done? Yep, good as new. Processing's back to full power. Storage should be open too.
Thank you. Now we just gotta walk back.
Oh, you're gonna like this, Kabu. With the machines working again, you can catch the tram back.
Will it bring us back to the entrance?
Yeah, saves a lot of time, and you get to see the factory from a whole new angle.
That's fantastic. We do get to tour around after all.
Thanks, Malby. We're gonna go do our mission and stuff. V, if you don't think you're cut for that exploration stuff, I'll actually rehire you here. Could always use more folk pushing the boxes. Never. Let's go, team.
Tram. Beep beep, tram tras, it's tram system, the base tram, board tram, something tram, I didn't read.
It was like 5 letters long. Who wants to read that? God, I don't have time for that. Hours pass. Alright, so yeah, this is where I'm gonna end the stream. It's a perfect opportunity, we're right in the middle of things. We can save it for next time, and next time is Monday, so if you want to catch more of this, come back Monday. Tomorrow is Soma, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Check out the Discord, check out your things, go be good, DDT your problems, stay hydrated, pet your cat, pet your bird, pet your family, whatever you gotta do. Wanna watch Thing? Yes, I'll watch Thing real quick, hold on.